Carbohydrates in diet are of two types: complex carbs and simple carbs. Complex carbohydrates also have another name, polysaccharide. The name comes from the fact that starchy foods are made of many sugars. So poly and saccharide. Poly meaning many and saccharide is another name for sugars, and those sugars are linked together by chemical bonds.
The other kinds of food when talking about dietary carbohydrates are simple carbs, or simple sugars. The simplest sugars are single-unit sugars called glucose. Another is fructose. This is the kind of sugar that is found in fruits. And there is also galactose. So, these three are called monosaccharides, mono meaning one, and saccharide meaning sugar, so these are single sugars.
Now when glucose and fructose are combined or linked together, they form another kind of sugar called sucrose, and that is regular table sugar. The way in which we consume sugar, too much of it in many cases, makes the kind of sugar into a toxin. But most of the excess sugar in our diet is from processed food. So things like sugary cereals or sodas often have a huge amount of sugar added to increase their taste or to increase the shelf life of packaged food.
If we use small amounts of table sugar, it's probably okay for individuals who are healthy and who have no medical conditions. Homemade foods would be healthier than packed food since we know the ingredients.
يوسف نقطة يعني راح حاطين
Homemade manouche is very tasty. Other two-unit sugar is called lactose. It's a combination of glucose and galactose. It's the sugar found in milk. Some people have a hard time digesting it. What happens then is that the lactose passes through the part of the gut where it's supposed to be absorbed, and that part is called the small intestine. But it grows into the large intestine where it gets digested by gas producing bacteria, and that's why people with lactose intolerance can feel sometimes bloated and uncomfortable if they drink regular milk that's quite high in lactose.
So these two, sucrose and lactose, are examples of disaccharides or two-unit sugars. Now both of these types of carbohydrates give us energy. As you see on top of the screen, 1 gram of carbohydrates gives us 4 kilocalories.
Now there's the other type of complex carbohydrate that gives us no energy because our bodies can't break it down, but it's important. It's called dietary fiber. There are two kinds of dietary fiber. There's soluble fiber and insoluble fiber. Soluble fiber dissolves in water. It is believed to support the health of the intestinal walls or the walls of the gut. And there's also evidence that it might help regulate cholesterol levels, also a good thing for many of us. Insoluble fiber does not dissolve in water, but instead it absorbs water, kind of like a sponge. It acts as a stool softener. It prevents us from getting constipated, and it also speeds up the passage of food through our digestive system.
Fiber is also a polysaccharide, but our bodies can't break these bonds, so it doesn't give us any energy. Now both types of fiber are found in fruits and vegetables. When we choose things like brown rice over white rice, or even when we choose whole grain bread over white bread, we're basically making a choice that increases the amount of fiber. And this is better for our health, and will also prevent us from getting hungry again too quickly. So it's a good thing to do.